I think also the political isolation is important to put the pressure on Russia, and there we all have to be united in this, because we clearly see that Russia does not want peace and everybody else does. So.
Will you disintegrate mega sanctions proposal, really ramping up these sanctions on Russia? The proposal from Senator Graham in the US.
Yes, it is a very good proposal. I think it shows that also Americans are seeing that the pressure should be put on Russia, who doesn't want to stop this war. So we are, of course, also seeing what we can do in order to mirror. I think when we are talking to the Americans, they are saying that it's a good chance that this will go through the Senate. Of course, they have their other procedures there, but I think it's important as a message as well that the Americans are seeing that this is important to put the pressure on Russia, and we have the tools, and the Americans also have the tools to do it.
Do you plan to ask about the talks in Turkey? Do you plan to
I was in Azerbaijan. I will meet the Armenian Prime Minister here, and I will also go to Armenia. So I think it's also important to take the tensions down in this region and see what more can we do in this very difficult geopolitical environment.
Peace negotiations between Azerbaijan and Armenia?
Well, they're very close in reaching the agreement, and I think it's in everybody's interest that they sign this peace agreement, and we have one less conflict in the world.
Go to these talks in Turkey
What do
too.
you expect from Kosovo and Serbia in process in dialogue? Do you have any special message for Kosovo and Serbia?
Well, we just appointed a few months ago, we appointed the new special representative for the Belgrade-Pristina dialogue, and we expect the normalization of the relations. Of course, I spoke yesterday both to President Vučić as well as President Osmani, and we see what more can we do. I'm going to Kosovo and Serbia next week, actually, to also sit down with them to see how we can proceed in the normalization process.
Hi, Rep, I want to ask about Turkey specifically and these talks going on. What do you make of it? Do you actually think it will yield some success? Are you optimistic, or do you think it's a fiasco that we didn't actually get the meeting of the leaders?
I think everybody else was ready for the meeting of the leaders. Zelensky was saying, and also President Trump, I think, was saying that the leaders level meeting could be there. But like I guessed, Putin doesn't dare to come really. So I think downplaying this shows that they are not serious about the peace talks. This is clear for everybody, and I think it's important to see. Also that the whole world sees that Russia is playing games.
What are the consequences?
Realistic the idea that Albania can be part of EU in 2030?
Yes, I think Albania is making great progress when it comes to reforms, what are needed. So it is also for us on our side, European side, to make necessary steps. Of course, we need reforms. We need to see that, for example, rule of law is respected and all these things. But I think there is this political momentum that everybody wants to see the enlargement process really happening. It's not only necessary for the Western Balkan countries, it's also necessary for the European Union to grow our economical but also geopolitical power. Okay,
one last question. Do you think that the Americans are realizing now that Putin does not want to negotiate?
Well, it's clear for everybody. I think you can see it very clearly. It has been always over two months when Ukraine agreed and Putin and Russia is still playing games. So it must be clear for everybody.
Thank you.